is up, YouTube? It's your boy, Lepo Lazo. Yep, right there. Gotta get the grease ready. Let this thing warm up. Let the spoon warm up. While that is going on, I'm gonna go get the beans and the I don't know how to say it, but it's chorizo. All right. Que no tengamos chorizo más. ¿Segura? ¿Segura que tenemos? Here are the beans, boy. Ah, that's gonna break. Son of a gun. I know that was gonna break. But here's the stupid idiot that I am. Listen. I don't know what y'all call this, but this is what I call chorizo. Alright? The pan's hot enough. I'm gonna let it cool down a bit while I prep up everything. Alright? Sorry for the annoying ass fan, but that's to suck up the smoke. Okay. I'm gonna give myself some space. Sorry that you know what's going on behind you, but this is what's going on behind you. So I'm gonna cut this bad boy. Sorry for the stuff behind you. This is that. I don't wanna. There it goes. Put that part here so you don't waste chorizo. And this might be a segment. Not that I had this set up. This might be a This might be a segment in my YouTube video, in my YouTube channel. Now, I'm gonna cook on the pan. Now that the pan's hot enough, and the spoon as well, I'm gonna get some pork grease. Throw it on. That's way too much. That's way still too much. That's about sounds good. I have this in the side if I need more, right? So now this is the warming the oil setup. We usually will use grape oil, virgin grape oil instead of olive oil. But for beans we use grease, manteca de puerco, pork grease. When we're at Mexico, we're cooking at Mexico, when we make chicharrones and all that, when we cook the chicharrones lose their own grease, right? So when we're finished cooking, everything that we're finished cooking, we take out every single piece of the grease and put it in a big ass pot. Oh, that's hot enough. Trust me, that's hot enough. And we put it in a big ass pot. And we take that out, and then everyone shares a bit. Every family member. Mama. So we're gonna throw in half. I usually throw like this much when it's just me and it's 2 more persons. When it's by myself, but because it's 2, it's. And I prefer a long sleeve when I'm cooking with lots of oil. That's why. But yeah. Rinse my hands real quick. Get a spoon. Make sure your long sleeves. Don't get water on that because it doesn't get mixed with oil. Get the oil, get the grease out to get the scent of the chorizo. And make it into small little pieces, because you're gonna have to be smart where you put these small little pieces in between the beans. See how the grease turned on orange? Because that's good, because it gets the scent of the chorizo. See, now that the fire calmed down, the hotness of the pan, I could use my hands now without getting burnt or nothing. Here and there might pop some drops of oil, but they won't kill you. Now it's in little pieces. It's easier to maneuver and move around. I love to do this. Watch if I can do it. This is a little bit harder with chorizo, but I do it with omelets, meat, everything I can flip it and not use a spoon with. It's my go-to. When I use vegetables in my own food, I use a spoon to mix it all over the place. But when all the vegetables and everything touches a pan and it's in everywhere mixed together, it's when I start flipping it. Those little smaller pieces will turn into smaller pieces, and they will look like guisado. Right now I'm cooking for me and myself and my mom. So I just have to let it cook for a little bit more. Get another spoon, because you don't want to mix flavors, because you don't know if people like beans with chorizo. We do, but you could make different type of beans, like red chili beans, right? Or meat with beans. You never know, and you don't want to taste the chorizo in there. So I'm gonna get another spoon and pour in the beans in there. Let that cook a bit by itself. It's in number 2 right now, so I'm gonna put it up in 4. Alright, yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. I'm gonna go get the spoon real quick. Yep. I forgot to say, but we're gonna need this for squishing the beans. Get this a little flavor of the chorizo as well. You don't have to, but I mean, it gives it the flavor. You'll see why. You know what I like a lot of too is beans with normal beans, squashed beans with mayo. It might be a weird combination, but it's damn good. It is. It don't matter if you pour in juice in there, it's gonna evaporate and it's gonna give a sense of smell. Delicious. Con 3 cucharadas tiene, mamá. Unas 5 cucharadas de frijoles. ¿Eh? No, pues cuando venga mi papá hizo más. Porque hace mucho que yo ya no como y voy a comer bastante esta vez. 6 or 5 spoons will do for 3 persons, but because we're 2 right now, and I hadn't ate this type of beans in the longest time ever. Well, I mean, I'm gonna eat hell of them, right? So I'm gonna let it boil them so the beans get easier to squash. And time lapse, please. Well, if I could do a time lapse. But because my iPhone is the iPhone 6 version 12.4.4, waiting for a 13, is when I'm gonna download iReady. While you're not, I'm gonna keep my editor Cisco, or a friend of mine Cisco, edit my videos. And oh, I am making moves, big moves. Sorry. Big moves, big plays with YouTube. 2020 is my year. Get that straight. It's my year. I don't care if I don't grow as an influencer. I grow as a person, teenager, and I'm gonna open more windows to open doors in the future. But yeah. So trust me, guys. 2020 is my year. You heard? You dig? It's my year. Why? Because I'm gonna try to grow as an influencer, as a person, as a character, as a 16-year-old. So, yup. Now that the beans are starting to boil, but everything's going towards my favorite. The beans are getting orange. The juice for the beans got orange already. That's a good thing. Pump it up around 5, between 5 and 6, and high. Low it's between 4 and 3. No. Medium is 4. Low is in between 3 to low. But yeah, I'm gonna have it in high. Yeah, you can see all this. Okay, good. Let it boil. I don't want to cut this because right now my editor is busy with other videos from the church and all that. But it's all good, you feel? It's all good. I mean, no make a video and uncut. I did videos in the future that I deleted like a dumbass I am. Now it's starting to boil, as you could tell. Something I'm trying to find here is like, how do you call this? I don't know how to call this in English. I'm an English learner, a Spanish speaker, naturally first language Spanish. Arriba, arriba, arriba los mexicanos. No, se crean. I'm 100% Latino. I have my little nephew Hispanic. My sister is Latina. She, the difference between a Hispanic is when you have one parent that's American and America, and then one parent that is from South America, no matter where you at. But if you're Latino, your both parents have to be from somewhere from South America. If it's in Mexico, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Veracruz, and see, I struggle with my English, and all those other places in South America. So yeah, that's all. So I'm 100% Latino. My both parents are Mexican. Mexicans is not a race. Mexicans, if I'm right, don't take me by word. Don't quote me on this, but Mexican is made by white and Native Americans. Don't get me wrong. Don't take me wrong. Don't take me for a word. I do not know for a fact. But yeah. Now that this is boiling, I turned it out a bit. So when I squash the or squish or whatever you want to call it, the beans, they don't splash me as hot. And get a 3-degree burnt, or a first or a second. And I don't know the category, guys, but I think 1 degree burnt is the worst. I think the 3 is not that burnt. Some people think that the vapor off this is hot, but because I'm so used to it, I don't feel nut. I feel the hotness, but I don't say like, oh my god, I can't even put my hand over it. My mom cooks like this, so it makes the beans come toward right? I don't. I go all over the place. That's how I used to the cooking I am. And if you want to learn a hobby or something, just have confidence on yourself. Have trust in yourself. And have confidence, believe in yourself, and I don't know what's the other word? Believe in yourself. But mostly of everything, what's that word I'm looking for? Determination. You need determination to start a hobby. You don't need when you're using, if you're the New Year's resolution is to lose weight. You don't need a trainer. You don't need nothing. You don't need nobody. You just need your brain and yourself. For what? So because you need determination, and for determination, we'll see changes. And because of those changes, you will get more determined, and eventually you will believe in yourself, and you will do stuff unspeakable that you never thought you could have done. Dude. I squished all of the beans I could see. There's some full-on beans, half beans in there. I know there is, and I could see them. But because it's too much liquid and too liquidy, I'm gonna let it boil for a little bit more, till it gets like, how can I tell you? This like liquid but not liquid. If you know what I mean. But yeah. Turn it up in 5, between 5 and 6. Let it evaporate. Let it evaporate, the right word. Efren, could you speak right towards this video, please? Thank you. I mix it around to not get it stick to the bottom because it might burn and it's a pain in the ass to wash it off. So I every like 2 and 3, 4, 5, between 5 to 10 seconds, I mix it up. Why? Because I don't want to stick, and I want the top part to go to the bottom, and the bottom part to go to the top. So that's why I'm doing this. I just see, like, if I go around, the edges are not gonna get the treatment I want, so I do this. But yeah, that's all. And that's how you make chorizo beans. This is not right for a burrito condition. So sorry. So I'm gonna keep on squishing them. Actually, squishing the bean. And you can tell there's less liquid, and this like there's less liquid, more hot it gets because I'm just moving the beans from the bottom of the pan, and that the heat from the bottom of the pan is hitting my iron. I'm not gonna lie, it's hot, but other people say it's harder because they're not used to it. Be careful by squishing the beans, even if they're not liquidy, they still might splash. See how my hands getting red because of the vapor and everything? Well, I feel that, but I'm careless because I love to cook. It's my hobby, and I just love it. And by squishing them, I'm mixing them at the same time as moving them, so that pan won't burn. You know how it's all dry in the middle? You see that? Ow, ow. Do you see that? Well, that's what I want to happen to it. See all this? See all that on the side? I don't want that to happen to the bottom of the pan, because it's a pain in the ass to remove. It's not like big old pain in the butt, but it takes a minute to take it off. The beans are good consistent for some burritos, but there's one ingredient missing. I'm gonna use Mexican style blended cheese, but I don't want to blend in my own cheese because I'm too lazy. We use a different type of cheese, and that is because we like that type of cheese. This cheese brought it my sister's fiance, and I'm just gonna sprinkle it around it. Get sure to get there. Then after that, mix it with the spoon. Let that cheese melt. As soon as that cheese melts, like it's melted right now, where it's green light, so now we can turn off the fire, and whoever you're cooking for is Mama, ya está lista la comida. Say that. Thank you very much for watching my videos. This was Efrain Lasso. thank you for letting me in your screen. Thank you for welcome to my screen. Thank you for watching my video. Sincerely, please subscribe. Like if you want to see more videos like this and showing you how to cook if you don't know how to cook. And the only thing I'm gonna say is thank you very much for everything, every single 75, 76 subscribers I have. One day to grow 100,000, 1,000 subscribers, and to 10,000. And that's it. My goal is to become one of the best YouTubers and most watched, because that's my hobby. I love to entertain people and make people laugh. I'm gonna put on the pan to warm up the tortillas, and that's basically it. I'm just gonna enjoy my meal, enjoy my breakfast, talk to my mom, deal with my day. Do videos with this camera as well as this phone. But that's it. I love y'all. I'll see you next video. Take it easy. Don't let nobody boss you around because you're your own fucking boss. I love you. You love yourself. Love yourself. Don't try to fit in. And let me just tell you something, buddy. Fuck the world and what people think. Bet.